Welcome to my channel USA News States. If you follow U.S. immigration news, today's update could be extremely important for millions of immigrants waiting for their green cards. Right now in 2026, immigration experts are warning about a growing green card backlog crisis in the United States. Thousands of families, skilled workers, and immigrants who applied legally are still waiting years, sometimes even more than a decade, just to receive permanent residency. So the big question people are asking right now is, why is the green card backlog getting worse, and what could change in 2026? But before we go deeper, make sure you subscribe to USA News States and turn on notifications. On this channel, we explain U.S. immigration news, visa updates, and green card policies in simple language so you can stay informed without confusion. Now let's break down what's really happening. Across the United States, immigration applications are piling up. According to immigration policy analysts, millions of people are currently stuck in the green card waiting system. This includes employment-based applicants, family-based applicants, and immigrants waiting through long visa priority date lines. For example, many skilled workers who came to the United States legally on visas like H-1B are still waiting years for their green cards. In some cases, people from high-demand countries are facing extremely long waiting times. Because of yearly visa limits set by U.S. law, only a certain number of green cards can be issued every year. When applications exceed those limits, a backlog starts building. And right now, that backlog has become one of the biggest challenges in the U.S. immigration system. Immigration attorneys say this situation is affecting not only workers, but also entire families. Many applicants cannot change jobs freely, start businesses easily, or even travel without worrying about their immigration status. Some families have been waiting so long that their children risk aging out of dependent status before the green card is approved. And this growing frustration is exactly why immigration policy discussions in Washington are becoming more intense in 2026. Lawmakers, immigration experts, and advocacy groups are all debating possible ways to reduce the backlog and modernize the immigration system. But what many immigrants want to know is this: is the government planning any real solutions, or will the backlog continue growing? Because the next developments could directly affect millions of immigration cases. And in the next part of this video, we're going to explain why the green card backlog became so large, what immigration experts are saying about it, and whether new policy changes could help reduce the waiting time. So keep watching, because the next section reveals something many immigrants are only now starting to realize about the U.S. immigration system. Now, in the previous part, we talked about the growing green card backlog crisis in the United States and why millions of immigrants are currently stuck waiting for permanent residency. But the next question many people are asking is this: how did the backlog become this large in the first place? To understand that, we need to look at how the U.S. immigration system is structured. Every year, the United States government allows only a limited number of green cards to be issued in different categories. These include family-based immigration and employment-based immigration. For employment-based green cards, there is also something called a country cap. This means no single country can receive more than a certain percentage of the total green cards issued each year. While this rule was originally created to keep immigration balanced across different countries, it has created a major problem for applicants from countries with a very high number of applicants. As a result, people from those countries often face extremely long waiting times, sometimes stretching into many years. Immigration experts say this is one of the biggest reasons the backlog keeps growing. Another factor is the increase in immigration applications over the past decade. More international students, skilled workers, and professionals have been coming to the United States, and many eventually apply for permanent residency. But because the number of green cards issued each year has not increased significantly, the system has become overwhelmed. At the same time, immigration processing delays and administrative slowdowns have also made the situation worse. This means thousands of cases remain pending even after applicants have already waited years. For many immigrants, this creates uncertainty about their future in the United States. Some applicants worry about job mobility, while others are concerned about maintaining legal status while waiting for their green card approval. And this is exactly why the green card backlog debate has become a major immigration topic in 2026. Lawmakers, immigration advocates, and policy analysts are now discussing whether the current immigration system needs serious reform. But here's the important part. Several possible solutions are now being discussed, and some of them could potentially reduce waiting times for certain applicants. In the next part of this video, we're going to explain what immigration experts say could actually reduce the green card backlog, and which proposals are currently being debated in Washington. So keep watching, because the next section explains what possible changes immigrants should be paying attention to right now. Now, in the previous part, we explained why the green card backlog has grown so large in the United States. Limited visa numbers, country caps, and increasing applications have all contributed to the long waiting lines many immigrants are experiencing today. But the next important question is this: are there any real solutions being discussed to fix the green card backlog? Right now in Washington, immigration experts and lawmakers are actively debating several proposals that could potentially reduce the waiting times. One proposal that is often discussed involves recapturing unused green cards from previous years. In the past, some immigration visas were never issued due to processing delays or administrative issues. Some lawmakers believe those unused visas could be made available again to reduce the current backlog. Another idea being discussed is changing or removing the per-country cap for employment-based green cards. Supporters of this proposal argue that the system should prioritize applicants based on their place in line rather than their country of origin. If such a change ever happens, it could significantly affect waiting times for many skilled workers currently stuck in the backlog. However, immigration policy changes in the United States are often complex and require approval from Congress. That means even if proposals are discussed, they do not automatically become law. This is why immigration attorneys always remind applicants to stay informed, but also remain cautious about rumors or unconfirmed updates. At the moment, there has been no official nationwide policy change announced specifically to eliminate the backlog. But the fact that policymakers are discussing the issue shows that pressure is growing to address the problem. Another important development many experts are watching is whether immigration agencies will receive additional funding and resources to process applications faster. If processing systems become more efficient, it could at least reduce some of the delays applicants are experiencing today. And this leads to an important point many immigrants should remember. Even though the backlog is a serious issue, immigration experts still advise applicants to keep their documentation updated, follow official updates, and stay prepared for possible policy changes in the future. Because sometimes immigration reforms can happen suddenly when political momentum builds. And in the next part of this video, we're going to talk about how the green card backlog is affecting immigrant families, workers, and students right now, and why many people say the system urgently needs modernization. So stay with us, because the next section explains the real-life impact of the immigration backlog that millions of people are facing today. Now let's talk about something very important: how the green card backlog is affecting real people. Because behind every immigration case number, there is actually a family, a worker, or a student waiting for stability in the United States. For many immigrants, waiting for a green card is not just about paperwork. It affects their jobs, their families, and their future plans. Some skilled workers who came to the United States on employment visas have been waiting many years for permanent residency. During that time, their ability to change jobs can sometimes be limited depending on their visa category. Others are waiting so long that their children risk aging out of dependent visa status before the green card process finishes. This means some children who grew up in the United States may suddenly face immigration uncertainty when they turn 21. And this situation has become one of the most discussed immigration challenges among policy experts. Another group heavily affected by the backlog is international professionals working in the tech, healthcare, and research industries. Many of them contribute to major sectors of the U.S. economy. But despite working legally and paying taxes, they still remain in temporary visa status for years while waiting for permanent residency. Because of these long delays, some immigrants are now considering moving to other countries with faster immigration systems, such as Canada or Australia. And this is another reason why immigration reform discussions continue to happen in Washington. Experts say the United States benefits from skilled immigrants, but long waiting times can sometimes make the system less competitive globally. At the same time, Immigrant families already living in the U.S. are trying to stay patient while following all legal processes. Many immigration attorneys say the most important thing right now is staying informed and avoiding misinformation online. Because immigration rumors can spread quickly on social media and not every update is accurate. And this is exactly why we created this channel. Here on USA News States, we explain U.S. immigration updates in simple language so people can understand what's really happening. If this information is helpful for you, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications because we regularly post the latest immigration news that could affect your future in the United States. Now, in the final part of this video, we'll look at what immigration experts believe could happen next in 2026 and what possible policy changes immigrants should watch for in the coming months. So keep watching because the final section explains what the future of U.S. immigration might look like. Now let's talk about the big question many immigrants are asking right now. What could happen next in U.S. immigration policy in 2026? While no major law has officially changed yet, immigration experts say the conversations happening in Washington today could influence future policies. One area many policymakers are focusing on is reducing the immigration court backlog. As we discussed earlier, millions of cases are currently waiting for hearings. Because of this, some officials believe the system may need more immigration judges, better case management systems, and additional funding to speed up decisions. Another topic being closely watched is work authorization policies for asylum applicants. Some policy experts believe the government may review how work permits are processed for people waiting on asylum decisions. The goal would be to make the system more organized while still following U.S. immigration law. There are also ongoing discussions about employment-based immigration programs, especially for skilled workers in industries like technology, healthcare, and engineering. Many companies in the United States say they need global talent to fill important roles, so immigration policies related to skilled workers are often part of these discussions. But it's important to remember something very important. Immigration policy changes in the United States usually take time. New rules often go through long review processes, public comments, and legal checks before becoming official policy. So if you hear rumors online about immediate immigration changes, always verify information from reliable sources first. And that's exactly why staying informed through trusted updates is so important. Here on USA News States, our goal is to break down complex immigration news into clear and simple explanations so immigrants and their families can understand what's happening without confusion. If you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications because we post regular updates about U.S. immigration policies, visa news, green card discussions, and court updates that could affect your future. And if you want to see more videos like this, let us know in the comments what immigration topic you want us to explain next. Thanks for watching USA News States. Stay informed, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next immigration update.